Hi from Serenity Hills Academy, and today I'm going to share my first order from Thriftbooks. These all came in at separate times. Some came in at 1 or 2 at a time, and then some came in at 4 at a time. They all didn't come in from the same place, so they came in, I think, over a week and a half time period. First book I have is the first book in the Goddess Girls series. It's called Athena the Brain, and there are more in this series, and if my kids like it, then we will try some of the other ones. This is kind of just a fun reader to go with our ancient history program, and I don't think they're quite ready for Percy Jackson books, so we're going to try this out and see if we like it. Since they like Monster High, maybe some of this they'll like as well. Then we have this book, If You Grew Up with George Washington, which I've actually already kind of read this book to myself just to see what it was like, and I really like it. Has little questions about the time period, and a few little illustrations. But we are doing presidents this year, and our first president is George Washington. And then I got this book, I Am Cleopatra. Then I got Childhood of Famous Americans, George Washington. And this has some illustrations in it as well. Then for music for the month of July, we are going to do the Beatles. So I got Getting to Know the World's Greatest Composers, the Beatles. And I am going to get more books. This is just the first one that I've gotten so far. And we're going to watch YouTube videos about the Beatles, their music. We're also going to watch a couple of the movies. I think we're going to try to watch Help and maybe Yellow Submarine. I for sure want to watch the Across the Universe, which is inspired by the Beatles. It's not a movie about the Beatles, it just uses their music. And then I got this for next year, because I didn't realize Ancient Pompeii wasn't in this year's curriculum. It'll be in next year's. So I got a travel guide to Ancient Pompeii. Then I got Pompeii, The Day a City Was Buried. Explorer 360 Pompeii with CD. And then I got 2 more books on George Washington. Landmark Books, Meet George Washington, George Washington's Teeth. The only complaint I had about using this company was I had ordered another book on Pompeii that came with a DVD. It said it was in one of my bigger shipments, and it was not in there. And then when I contacted the company, it was out of stock, but they did return my money for the book. And another book that I also have that my kids already are looking at is Chicka Chicka 123 for my preschoolers program. So aside from that one book being out of print, or not out of print, I'm sorry, out of stock now, I was pretty happy with the order. The shipping was free. Yeah, it did take a little longer than using like Book Outlet, with everything coming in by its, separately. But, I mean, the prices were pretty comparable to Book Outlet, except for the shipping. So that is my first thrift book haul. Thank you for watching.